EverQuest 2 is the future of online games. We're bringing you a new engine. We're going to increase the level of detail, the level of realism, the level of immersion that you're going to be able to experience. You'll see characters and dragons and creatures and environments that you've never seen before. They'll be expressed in ways that will drive emotional responses from the players. You'll see them living, breathing. You'll be able to immerse yourselves in this game and enjoy the experience that you haven't been able to yet in these types of products. So we're really putting a lot of emphasis on drawing the player in, allowing them to participate in the product, and then making sure that their experience is the best they've ever had. EverQuest 2 will bring a familiar Norath to the player, but then we're also going to grow and expand it into areas that have not yet been introduced. We're going to, so a player as they go back through the product will be able to see a Freeport or a Nariak or a Nektalos, but then they're also going to see places like Drafling Tower and the Grand Plateau, and areas that they haven't seen before. So what'll be nice is the player will be able to feel that they understand and are a part of this world, but also that there's something new and something to explore and something to discover. EverQuest 2 will build upon the foundation provided by the success of EverQuest and the subsequent expansions. We're going to be evolving, embellishing, and innovating on that foundation to introduce new features to the player community, such as an entire non-confrontational trade skill class. This class will allow players to focus on socializing, creating, and interacting with the adventurers and providing their weapons, providing their armor, and providing the necessary items for them to be successful out in the lands of Norath. We're also going to be working on our character evolution within the game, so that as you're introduced to the world, you're going to be able to make choices as you grow your character. And those choices, as you make them, will allow you to specify what you want to be and who you become in the world and what class you eventually arrive at, instead of making an arbitrary decision early on that you have no context for. We're going to be introducing player housing in EverQuest 2 that will allow the players to own anything from an apartment up to a grand guild house. In these areas, you'll be able to set up and organize your living space in any way that you see fit. You'll be able to decorate it, you'll be able to organize it, you'll be able to store your wares there, you'll be able to set up a wood shop or a brewery or a forge to practice your crafting skills. It's really going to bring a level of immersion into the game that's unprecedented in these products today.
The new technology offered by the video cards of today, technology offered by companies like Nvidia, things like bump mapping, per pixel lighting, pixel shaders, all these technologies combined with some of the most talented artists in the business have allowed us to create a world that would have been impossible in anything other than cinematics until this point. But one of the technologies I'm most excited about in the new EverQuest 2 engine is the dynamic cloth simulation. This allows us, outside of any joint structure or any standard animation, to have a cloth gather and move around a character as they move. When they bow, the cloth hits the ground and drags along the ground. As they walk, it trails behind them in an elegant way. It's technologies like this, just one amongst many, that allow us to create a game that's just wonderful to look at. In the past, 3D games were textured with single texture applied to a polygon. In EverQuest 2, with the new technologies, we are released from that restriction, and we have up to 8 textures on a single shader. This shader blends those together with textures such as normal maps and specular maps and glow maps. All of these things come together to allow us to create a material rather than just an image pasted on a polygon. Oh, the particle engine. I love it. It allows us, it's the most powerful particle engine I've ever seen in a game before. It's almost a programming language in and of itself. It allows us to take any article, any object in the game, and give it movement and life and bring them together in clouds and swirling maelstroms. We can do things with this particle system that just stagger the imagination. We're always coming up with new things to do with our particle system. Everything from walls of bone growing from the ground to crystals springing up out of nowhere that reflect the environment. The particle system, so much fun. The success of Nvidia's technology has allowed our art team and our engineering team to work together to create a cinematic experience that's just unprecedented in the gaming industry.